Hello, so we've been here since the end of 2019 and we don't know very much about the land at all, and since we use it for grazing for our rare breed animals, one of the things that we were thinking was that we are going to get the soil tested. So reached out to a few places. The main place that I was going to was James Hutton Institute in Aberdeen, but to be honest they didn't even acknowledge my email or respond. So the next place, I went online and I was actually buying some weed killer, and I went to Agrigem. So contacted them. He says that they do a standard soil analysis and they also do extended metals. So ordered 3 kits, which we're going to do 3 parks, 2 at Windfold and 1 at Smiddyhill farm, where we also keep other animals. So the plan is that we'll do 2 of the parks here, and it's a little bit windy here, so we're going to do this park here, which is the one that the donkeys and the valises are on just now, and then we're also going to do the park at the other side. So the difference between the 2 of them is that one has still got the animals on and it hasn't been fertilised, and this one was fertilised about 2 weeks ago now, so we're just wanting to see what the difference is, and if there's any improvement with the fertiliser, and then we're just going to do the 1 sample out the road. So we'll go back. So as part of the kit you get a thank you information leaflet, which is basically showing you what other services they do, and then you also get a proper thick book of everything they do. But the main part is you get your actual lab request form. They seem to use NRM labs down in Berkshire. You also get 3 sample boxes with unique references on each single one. So 1, 2 and 3. And then you also get a set of instructions which basically tells you what is the best practice for taking samples, what format you should do it on, and as you can see here you do a W format to basically enable you to kind of get the best representative of the whole park. You take about a 700 gram sample, and we're going to take it in this so we can get it shaken up before putting it into the boxes, just to make sure that it's fully homogenized and representative of it. So we'll go and do that here for 2 of the parks using one of these sampling tools, which is additional. Bought this from Amazon. So this is just a stopper, and you basically push it down and take a core, and then the core obviously goes in there, and then put the core sample in there, and do that probably 6 or 7 times along the length of the field. We'll go out, we'll do 2 of the parks here, as mentioned. One's without fertiliser, one's with fertiliser, and then once we've done them, we will go to Smiddyhill farm. So we'll go and do that just now. So we're just waiting to start taking the sample of the first park. So this is the one that's been grazed all year and last year. It hasn't been fertilised, so we're going to start in this corner here, and then work down there, come in slightly, back out, and then stop at the gate, and then we'll empty the sample bottle and do the other park, which is the one over there, which is the one that's been fertilised, just so we can get a comparison. So we'll go and take the first sample. So the first thing, this is the corer. Basically just push it in, core comes in here, and you push it out with your finger, and basically push it in like that, twist, pull it out. You can see it's got a core, sample bottle, and then you should just push out. And then obviously once we get back into the shed or the house, we'll break up that sample just so it kind of allows it to get homogenized. So what we're going to do is we're going to take probably 15 samples across the way, so we'll do a couple more. So again, push down, twist, pull out, you can see it, push it out, and then you can see that it leaves a perfectly round hole there. So that's the second one. We'll just take a couple more steps. Another one. The reason you do a W formation is just to make sure that you get a large representative analysis on the whole park. We've never done this before, so this will be the first one. So like I say, we're doing one in this park, one in the next, and then one over at our park that we do at Smiddyhill for last year's lambs, keep them out of the way. So you can see it's quite quick, comes out quite well. So we'll go and finish this one, and then we'll come back and we'll do that one over there. Bye bye for now. So that's us at Smiddyhill Farm. So this is the park here, so you can see we've got some sheep over there, which is last year's lambs, and then we've also got the tups in the other field. So the plan is to do a W formation in here as per Windfold, and yeah, we'll just get going. So the ground here is full of clay, so it'll be a total different result. You can see here it's sticking more than it did at Windfold. This one. So you don't want to really see us do this for the whole time, so we'll come back once we've got this filled, and then we can get them matched up and shaken up. So this is back in the house, and what we're going to do is we're going to take all these core samples out and break them all up, just so we can get them more dispersed within the bottle. So we'll just basically break them up here with paper, and Jackie is going to kill me for taking so much soil in. So we'll just break this up with our hands, and then we'll try put this into here. I'm just going to make an absolute mess. Luckily you can't see Jackie's face behind the camera. So, put the lid on, give it a good shake, and then you can see it's nicely mixed. Take the box and sprinkle the soil in. Pack it down just to make sure you can, and then seal it up. So that's all 3 samples done. So the last thing we need to do is we need to write on what the soil type is. You can see there's some options here. So this one I would say is medium textured soils. Then the next question it asks, so we'll put 2 in this one. I'll just put medium. Past crop. So this is grazing land, which is GZ. So put G. It's hard to write in these boxes, but so that's them all ready to go. So we just need to clean up this mess, and then we'll pack away the boxes, and then we'll get it posted tomorrow. We're in Aberdeen. We'll see how long it takes. Results. I'll come back and share you the findings. So that's bye bye for now. So it's been a week since we got the samples sent away, and the results are now back. As I previously mentioned, got it from Agrigem. I went for the paddock soil analysis, and I also went for the additional elements. So in the email I got this report here, which I'll skim down slowly. Paddocks 1 and 2 was at Windfold, one with the paddock 1 being without fertiliser, that's with fertiliser, and then this was over at Smiddyhill Farm. So you can see the figures here, and also with the report they give you fertiliser recommendations. So that's for paddock 1, and then paddocks 2 and 3 is on this page here. If you're unable to understand that, they do however break it down on an email, so they give you a bit of background of what each one mentions and what it does and why it affects the soil and animals. And then the other thing that they do is they then give you a breakdown. So there was a wee typo in my one, which I went back and questioned, and they came back and gave me the reading. So paddock 1 without fertiliser, so it's got a pH reading of 5.4. They're recommending that I need to apply 1.3, basic 1.4 tonnes per hectare of lime to increase it to 6.5, and also add 150 kilograms per hectare of 2010 fertiliser. The fertiliser I have just now is 26.4, I think. Paddock 2, so it requires slightly less lime, but strangely enough, even though I put fertiliser on it, it still has the same amount of fertiliser requirements. Paddock 3, which is over at Smiddyhill Farm, again, some less lime needed on that one because the pH is slightly higher, and again it's the same value for the fertiliser. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get this priced up to see how much it is for fertiliser of that grade and also for lime. I did get a quote from Agri. It just seems a little bit more expensive than what I would be able to get locally, but yeah, I do think the information supplied was absolutely fantastic and allows us to make a decision on what nutrients we need to put back into the ground. So I highly recommend it. Obviously there'll be people out there that understands this better than me, but yeah, that's it for now.